Hello and welcome to the second round of the Clio Euro Series as presented by Touring Pro Series and supported by Race Department. And the second round venue is Toban, and the short layout, and it's Adam Vaughan who took the race to victory at the opening round at Silverstone, who is on pole position. Second place is Jorge Blasco. Third place, Jesper Torborg. Fourth, Eric Tveit. Fifth place is Matt Clark. Sixth is former pole sitter Chris Butcher. Seventh is Matizewski. Eighth, Adam Egbeer. Ninth is Gary Lennon, and rounding out the top 10 was Ike Rodig. On board at the start of the race with Matt Clark. On the top left of the screen, we can see the TV cam. Clark gets off to do a decent start, makes ground on Jesper Torborg on his right, just straight in front of him, and right up ahead as well. Butcher on his left. It's all very, very tight into the fast first corner here at Toban Short. They all squeeze around, all pretty clean so far. Still Vaughan, Blasco, Tveit and Torborg, and Tveit turns straight across. Torborg trying to go through on the inside of the Norwegian, but not able to do so. And that's Matt Clark taking advantage of all that, and Butcher as well. So that's Torborg back down to sixth. On board with Brady. There is Strauss up ahead. He's looking to attack Ilivanov. Strauss is going down the inside, slithering down the outside, just about getting the car stopped. Managed to take the corner from Ilivanov. Now Brady's going to go side by side with Ilivanov through this fast left-hander. That's not good at all, and they've made contact. Brady sideways all over the place. There's Bernie. Ilivanov is in the wall with big damage. Bernie sideways one way, then the other, trying to get that car under control, and they're able to do so. They all concertina up, and just about they all get away with it, bumping over the curb. Here's a replay of that now. The leads come through all single file, as you should do really. Brady and Ilivanov tried to go through side by side. There goes Ilivanov into the wall pretty hard. There is Bernie going one way, then the other. The old concertina up, of course, and that couple of guys take to the grass, but everyone manages to make the way through there just about. Now we are with McVicker at the end of this opening lap. Everyone seems to have sorted themselves out pretty much. Down the straight they come. And he's got Chiaroki up the inside of him, or it might be Petit, his teammate. And McVicker's gone wide at turn one. It's not a good place to be, and it's not a good place to be. He's gone sideways, spin right around. It's back in front of the circuit. There goes Magnus and Bonnet right into the side of McVicker. That's a huge impact. Oh, Bonnet drives straight in the side of Vinnari, that is, straight in the side of him as recovering. That was poor really there, and that looks like Bonnet is out of the race with his damage there. Here is the replay. Drivers make their way through. There goes McVicker. It seems like he's off the race line, but then comes back across again. Doesn't get on the brakes quickly enough. And look at the height of Magnus's car there, up in the air, bumpers and pieces of debris flying everywhere. As Vinnari comes through and is collected by Bonnet also. McVicker almost takes out somebody else as well. Very poor driving there, really, from McVicker. Now back at the head of the field. Matt Clark's got ahead of Eric Tveit. Chris Butcher is wanting to get past now. Oh, he's definitely going to get past. Big bump there between those two. Lennon is in on this situation as well. Lennon's going to take advantage on Torborg through the inside. But sensible driving there. Butcher's gone wide. Butcher's gone wide. Now there's three wide into the final chicane. Oh, this is not going to end well at all. Contact over the curb has to go. Torborg, there's Matizewski involved as well. Torborg rejoins, gets a nudge from Butcher. Now Torborg's lost out once again. So Torborg losing out in these opportunistic exchanges here. And here's Matizewski in the Mag Croc Clio. He's determined to try and get past Chris Butcher. He's got a good slipstream down the straight. Not quite got the overlap into the first corner. Or does he? He does have the overlap into the first corner. He's going to go down the inside. And he slithers down the inside. That's a great move. Can Butcher come back at him? No, he can't, because Matizewski comes back online. He covers the inside line. Any gap for Butcher to come through didn't happen. Lap 3 of 24. Blasco is leading. Vaughan is second. Vaughan tries to squeeze up the inside at the first turn. Blasco leaving just about a Clio's width, and through went Vaughan. Opportunistic. And the next person trying to have a go at Eric Tveit is Gary Lennon. Only Clark has managed to get past him so far. He seems to have been involved with incidents and dropped back. Torborg's had a couple of goes getting past. Now Lennon's got a great run through the fast left-hander into the final chicane. And that's a good, solid move from Gary Lennon. He moves up into fourth position. Still Matizewski, Butcher and Torborg following in behind. Now Lennon goes defensive down the straight, determined not to let the Norwegian back pass once again. Look at him hugging the inside line. Down the straight, sweeps back across ever so slightly for the first turn. Just about sporting enough. And he manages to hold on to the position, but no, he's going to go wide. He's going to go straight across the grass at turn 1, flying off the circuit through all the barriers he goes. Back onto the track, Veit just about manages to avoid him. And Lennon only drops one position. He's fortunate to do that as well, because Maciejewski, Butcher and Torborg are in close attendance. Now on board with Thierry Petit. There's Martin Burney up ahead. The number 11, as you can see from the windscreen, somebody jumping over the curb extremely hard there. Was that Łukasz Demlin? It was. Egbe has been held up as a result of that, and Petit says, thank you very much, I'll have both positions, using a bit of the grass as a result, but probably the only place he could really go. He was extremely slow. Now here's Musgrove with a very damaged, battered Marlboro car, and through goes Cherokee on Musgrove, only just making it round the corner, however. Cherokee's coming back at him into the next corner. There's Brook involved as well. Contact. Brook has spun. And Cherokee's managed to get past Musgrove and all that as well. Now here is Veit, Lennon, Maciejewski, Butcher, Torborg. Throw a blanket over them. Lennon's looking for the same move once again as he pulled a couple of laps earlier. This time Veit has him covered. On the inside goes the Norwegian. Lennon trying to turn across. Veit's having none of that, of course. It is his corner. Now Lennon's going side by side around the outside at the final corner. Maciejewski's giving a push for good measure. Butcher's trying to get involved as well. Maciejewski's pushing Lennon through on the straight. Veit is just about trying to hold off Butcher down the straight. 5 cars into the first corner. You can't fit all these into there. It's going to end in disaster, surely. No, it's not. They've managed to sort themselves out. Lennon just about making his way around. What a great battling between these 5 drivers. Lennon is at the head of these drivers. Now Veit's coming back at him. Up the inside, a little bit of contact. Lennon just shoved slightly wide. Veit is now on the outside for the next section, not be able to make his way through. Maciejewski is coming under big pressure from Butcher as well. It's allowing one of the Marlboro cars to catch up to this lot also as well. Plenty of action. Now lap 7. Cars have just about spaced out a little bit. It couldn't get any closer to that, that's for sure. Now Torborg is attacking Butcher, and Butcher's pushed far too hard into turn 2 and into turn 3 as a result. He's gone wide, and through he's going to lose 2 positions. George Talbot in the Marlboro car, who has taken the position from Chris Butcher, and Chris is determined to get that position back once again. George's first race of the season in the Clio Series, and he's applying himself very well indeed, up fighting in the top 7 or 8 drivers, and Butcher has the position now. See the difference between drivers at the front of the field and the back of the field. They're not driving side by side through the dangerous corners. How about 9 of 24, Demlin, Thomas Demlin that is, and JJ Wang having a battle. Demelin's got a good overlap into this corner, and through he goes. Wang gives him a nudge back just to show what he thinks of it. Demlin sweeps back across for the next corner. He's going to leave himself open to attack for JJ Wang to go up the inside through the fast sweepers, and Wang gives him a little bit of a touch. Demlin had to turn in there, not much Wang could do, get out of the way. Demlin just about hold on to that position. Now Talbot is following Butcher and Torborg. Watching this battle, he's got the best seat in the house between these two. Butcher's attacking Torborg, Torborg's defending. Torborg's clipped the curve on the inside though, it's made him slow into the next corner. Butcher trying to go around the outside, but here comes Talbot with a great run. He's going to get both of them here. He is going to get both of them, I think. He's got the overlap on Torborg already, and he's definitely got the overlap on Butcher. Should have the inside line for the next corner. We've seen Butcher push too hard into turn 2 earlier in the race, but Talbot leaves him plenty of room. X driving just a little bit of a touch as they run out of the room on the exit. The corner tightens up. Oh, who's that recovering? That's Jorge Blasco, almost coming to blows with them. And now Talbot's going to perhaps lose a position back to Torborg, but not this time. Butcher holds on to him. Maciejewski's dropped back to this group just a little bit. But now Blasco's behind these guys. He made a big mistake at the opening couple of corners. On board with Torborg. You can tell that by his distinctive 963 number in the windscreen. And Talbot himself has gone too deep into the corner. He's touched the back of Butcher. Had to get out of the throttle. Now it's side by side into the next corner. Talbot has to yield. Torborg makes his way through past Talbot, and now Blasco is having a look also. He was the front row sitter alongside Vaughan. At 15, here is Blasco attacking Talbot for that 6th position. There's Matuszewski in behind still. Still Butcher and Talborg are at it. Ding dong, and through goes Blasco on Talbot to take that 6th position, making his way back towards the head of the field where he began, but now he's under pressure from Talbot down the straight once again, as Talbot's obviously going to slipstream down the straight and he's trying to squeeze down the inside of the Spanish driver. Not quite able to get enough of an overlap for the next corner, and Blasco decides to go over the curb. Oh, big contact with both of them. Talbot decided to go over the grass and avoid hitting them. Through comes Roding as well, just about avoiding them. Talbot's gone sideways off the track. Blasco rejoins as well, so Blasco's lost out in a big way there. Blasco flashes his lights in apology. Now on board with Toby Davis. No, on board with Wayne Morgan, sorry, looking at Toby Davis. And that is Brady going off the track and Davis going through. Davis is the winner in the opening race of the opening round at Silverstone. And on the inside is coming Wayne Morgan. He's squeezed down the inside of Darryl Brady. And Mark Burney was watching as well. Good overtake from Wayne. Now here's a battle between Stadler, Wang and Demelin. Wang is all over the track trying to catbash Demelin on the grass, through from the sweepers where it should be pretty easy to stay on the track. But Demelin's gone run very wide, and Wang is going to go straight through. Stadler's got the best in the house for this little battle. They flow through the fast left-hander into the final chicane, and Demelin just about getting the car stopped. He's given Wang a little bit of nudge. Wang decides to take the big shortcut, scooping over the curb extremely hard. Comes back on the track, and now Demelin's swept off the track also as well, and Stadler's going to take the position from them both. Stadler with big damage on his car. I'm not sure what's happening with Demelin's car as well. He's wiggling around, testing out something. That's Stadler's position, but he may not be able to stay ahead of Tomasz with that damage. Now at 23 of 24, and Lennon has caught Matt Clark for 2nd position. On to the penultimate lap, into the final chicane of that penultimate lap, and Clark's gone in far too deep, and Lennon has a great run in the exit. He's got the inside for the final corner, and through is going to go, and then and Clark's pushed onto the grass just slightly. Lennon immediately gets back across the track to cover and make sure that Clark can't come back down the inside. I saw him do this earlier when he was defending for Eric Tveit, and it was effective then, and it's effective this time. But does he go too tight into the first corner and the second corner like he did with Eric Tveit? Not this time. He learnt from his mistake earlier in the race, and 2nd position is Gary Lennon. On to the final lap now. Talborg and Butcher still absolutely fighting tooth and nail for this 3rd position. There is Norman Biscuits and Nick Brook. And Nick Brook trying to get out of the way, not quite able to do so, and Butcher's having to go straight across the grass, bumping over the grass, and that's going to cost Butcher that 3rd position. Brook just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Looks like Matuszewski perhaps went through also as well. Here's a replay of that. Brook's trying to stay out of the way. He didn't get out of the way before his complex, which is what he should have done. So Butcher had to go through the grass. Talborg also had to as well, but also the grass is extremely bumpy, and Butcher loses a position to Matuszewski also. So Butcher's cost 2 positions there, really. Unfortunate incident, really. Now here is Darryl Brady and Łukasz Demelin. They're fighting for 11th position, and Łukasz is making a late move up the inside. Brady's managed to cover him. Brady's sideways, trying to get the car stopped for the corner, and Demelin's going to go straight through. Brady made a very late move to cover the inside, and Demelin was already there. But the winner of the race, after all that action, is going to be Adam Vaughan. Takes his 2nd win of the season and his 2nd win in a row. And he's mounting an excellent challenge for the title this season already. Great start to the championship for him. Here is confirmation of the results. Confirmation of Lennon taking that 2nd place from Matt Clark. 3rd place, as I say, Matt Clark. 4th place was Topol. 5th, Matuszewski. 6th, an unfortunate Chris Butcher. 7th was Iker Roding. 8th was George Talbot. 9th, Jorge Blasco. And rounded up the top 10 was round 1 winner, Toby Davis. Join us shortly for race highlights from race 2.